Everyone believed Mark Hacking was building the perfect future. He had a loving wife, a respected family, big plans for medical school. Friends admired his ambition. His parents were proud of him. His wife couldn't wait to start the next chapter of their lives. There was only one problem. Almost everything Mark had told them was a lie. And when those lies began to unravel, someone would disappear forever. This is the story of Mark Hacking. In the early 2000s, Mark and Lori Hacking seemed like an ordinary young couple. They lived in Salt Lake City, Utah. They were preparing for an exciting move. Mark claimed he had been accepted into medical school. Friends congratulated him. Family members celebrated. Lori proudly told everyone how hard her husband had worked to achieve his dream. But behind closed doors, Mark carried a secret that grew larger every day. He had never been accepted. In fact, he had never even completed the qualifications required to apply. Everything was built on lies. Applications, grades, future plans. None of it was real. Yet Mark continued pretending. Every day became another performance, another excuse, another fabricated story. As the moving date approached, the truth became impossible to hide. Lori wanted to see paperwork from the university. Family members asked questions. Soon, someone would discover the truth. Mark knew everything he had built was about to collapse. On July 19, 2004, Lori disappeared. Mark told police she had gone for an early morning jog. At first, it sounded believable. Search teams gathered. Volunteers searched parks and neighborhoods. Missing person posters appeared throughout the city. The community united to help. But investigators noticed small inconsistencies. Mark's timeline kept changing. His emotions seemed strangely detached. Simple questions produced different answers each time. The investigation quickly shifted. Detectives began examining Mark's background. What they found surprised everyone. The prestigious medical career didn't exist. The acceptance letter was fake. Employment history contained lies. Academic records didn't match his stories. The perfect future was an illusion. Investigators began asking a frightening question. If Mark lied about everything else, what was he hiding now? As pressure mounted, Mark's behavior became increasingly unstable. He checked himself into a psychiatric hospital. Police continued searching. Then they focused on one location, a landfill. Based on evidence collected during the investigation, detectives believed crucial clues had been discarded there. The search became one of the largest landfill investigations in Utah history. Thousands of tons of garbage were examined. Weeks passed. Hope slowly disappeared. Eventually, Mark confessed. He admitted killing Lori. He later claimed panic had taken over after realizing she would soon discover years of deception. The confession shocked the nation. People struggled to understand how a web of lies had led to such a devastating crime. Lori's body was never fully recovered. Her family never received the closure they desperately wanted. Mark pleaded guilty and was sentenced to prison. Years later, while serving his sentence, he died from complications related to suicide attempts. The case officially ended, but the questions remained. Could this tragedy have been prevented? Would the truth have saved Lori's life? Or had the lies already grown too large to escape? The Mark Hacking case remains one of America's most disturbing examples of how deception can slowly consume an ordinary life. Not because of greed, not because of revenge, but because one lie demanded another, then another, until there was no way back. Sometimes people don't destroy their lives with one terrible decision. Sometimes they destroy them with hundreds of small lies, until the truth becomes more terrifying than the crime itself. If you enjoy true crime documentaries, psychological cases, and real investigations that reveal the hidden lives people desperately tried to protect, subscribe to Story Vault Studio. Because behind every perfect life, there may be a secret.